Namaste. Today we will do a flip through of this book, which is Les Grandes Classiques Tome 2. I believe it means part 2. And I too have the part 1 and the part 5 from this series. This is Disney books by Hachett Heroes, and they are color by number mystery books. Um, let's have a look at the back side. So this is 100 images, and the artist is Jeremy Maries. I'm sorry if you can hear some background noises. My neighbors seem to be in a very excitable mood today. So, extremely hard. So, an extremely thick cover page, and the pages in themselves are also of very good quality and quite smooth. The sad part is that they are back to back, so you can't use alcohol markers. This is a 2016 edition. I do know that the first part is 2015, so maybe this came out the next year. And let us see. So there's not much that we can see here because these are, of course, mystery colors. But what I do like about this is that I can actually make out the difference between the color shades. In some of the editions of these books, you actually cannot make out. I think on camera you cannot even make out the difference between the 1 and the 2, but this is basically black and this is dark gray. So off camera at least I'm able to make out, but in some of the Hachette Hero editions you cannot make out, like three colors look exactly the same. And it's very upsetting when, like, look here how many browns they have asked for. If you don't have a wide enough set for this, then sometimes it's a bit upsetting. I'm going to go to the keys now because there's nothing that we can see here, and I think you should look at it because that will give you an idea whether this is a book that you would like to invest money in or not, because these are like very expensive books as compared to the Creative Haven or other uh, Sun Life drawing kind of books. Okay, so these are the solutions, and these seem to be in no particular order. Like I have here 74, then this is 1950, and then there's 200 2010. So it's not in any chronological order. But I do notice that this book seems to have a lot of browns. If you see how many browns are there, so a lot of browns. So if you do opt for this copy, keep a lot of browns ready. See here also again, same thing on this page. I just love the paper quality. I hope they start making editions which are one sided. I won't mind if they keep it only 50 pages or 50 images per book. I would still be happy to pay the same price and be able to do a page with alcohol markers. But the fact that they give 100 pages in a book actually makes it quite economical, uh, because if you look at the budget coloring books, you get what, 25 pages, maybe 30 pages in some. So this is like almost three books in one. So ultimately it comes down to the same price that you would pay per page if you calculate it that way. But the problem is you have to pay the price of three or four books in one go. So that's why they seem a bit more expensive. But frankly, for the quality of paper and the print, I think these are probably better value for money as compared to the budget uh, coloring books. I didn't like this image. This looks so artificial just looking at it. I'm not sure after a color how it will look. It will probably look worse. Oh, I like this one. I always dream to be as rich as Scrooge. One day. I hope so. But as I said, this book has a lot of browns. You can see the theme. Okay, so finally a lot of blues and greens. One thing is that I think some of the pages in this book specifically, I'm noticing that there are not many colors that you need. The color range required is comparatively smaller than like usually. So if you see for here, there's only these many colors that you need. Whereas generally they need, like, look at this one. It's like the whole border is getting covered. This one has even more than this. Even this one, look how many colors it's having. So some of the pages in this one are comparatively simpler, and I think maybe I can attempt those ones first. Like, they have a very smaller range of colors, so I'm expecting that those pages would be easier also to finish. So something like this, maybe there's fewer colors. But anyways, that being said, this was a complete flip through, and I hope you did like the images that you saw, and maybe you would consider purchasing it and enjoying this book. I do like the Hachett Hero book quality. I think they are a bit expensive, but at the end of the day, it's value for money in a different kind of way. So thanks for having stopped by. If you have not yet subscribed, then please do so. Have a nice day. Bye.